Alrighty guys, we are looking to do a full system swap. Let me take my mask off here so you can hear me. Okay, we are down in the basement. It's not a walkout. Let me show you. Here's our steps right over here. This unit is sitting down, as you can see, kind of in a sunken area, which we'll likely do B width equipment. We'll do B width furnace, B width coil. We've got 38 inches from the top of that coil to the top of the furnace. This is 40. We are going to be converting this over from a 80% to a high efficiency condensing unit. There is a flue liner in this already because the water heater is going to have to stay. So we'll take the furnace off, do a 5-inch T, 3-inch from the water heater right there, and then obviously eliminate this. I think what probably would be best, so the front of the house is directly behind me. Back of the house is that direction. Line set's actually running off to this back corner. It goes out right over there. So we can take the exhaust either left or right. I think it's going to be easier. This looks open, but we're actually going to have to replace this whole return trunk here. This is just a, it's a 2x4 that they've run all the way down. So we'll end up replacing this with probably like an 8x20, 12 feet long. So this is going to sit down, you know, another 4 inches or so. So to run the exhaust to the right, it's going to sit down really, really far. So I'm thinking taking the exhaust off the left-hand side. And there's actually a couple different joists over here. This one's open, all these are open. So just run the PVC exhaust off to the left-hand side. So this, like I said, there's a panned return here. It's coming from this side. And then there's also one right down here. You can see a panned return comes over the supply into this. So essentially from right here to the end, it's about 11.5 feet. So if we do, it's like an 8x20. This is 22 right now, but we could do 8x20, 8x22 to make it 12 feet long. Replace this whole thing. It's all just 2x4s, which it looks like it's nailed. I don't know if you can see that really well, but it looks like the 2x4s are just nailed, and then there's just particle board. So right now the return drop as it sits from right here to the bottom of this is about 80 inches, but we're actually going to lose, you know, another 4. This is going to sit 4 inches below this, so the return drop probably will end up being like 75, 76 inches overall. Just have to cut it. And then you've got a little bit of wiggle room to play with here. The furnace will get skinnier, so we'll put in an April air filter in between there. Drain for the unit. This is the other thing. I'd like to put a condensate pump on this because right now it literally is just hanging right out in the middle of the room here. But put a condensate pump on it and run it up. You can either drop it here on the floor, or I'm assuming you might be able to tie it into that. I'd say just drop it on the floor from the pump. Your gas lines, it's a little track pipe from here. And shut off.